Am I the asshole for asking my father's girlfriend to chew with her mouth shut? So, my father has a girlfriend who is from China. She often visits and makes food. I am usually with my mother the whole year round, but I am staying with him for half of the summer. She visited and made food with my father. Fish with carrots and potatoes with some sauce I didn't know what was. Every time she visited she would eat with her mouth open. I don't know why. I presumed that it was a subconscious action. So I asked her if she could chew with her mouth shut while we were eating. She didn't take it well. She threw off her apron and retreated into my father's room. 30 seconds later she starts taking her stuff. My father said thanks a lot, and I was saying again and again that I didn't know what I did wrong. My father said that she had eaten that way her whole life, and that I should shut my mouth and think before I say something. I don't understand why she was so angry. So am I the asshole for asking her to eat with her mouth shut? Edit. My father just came and said that she was taught to eat that way. So it isn't medical. Nor can it really change because she's 50 and we can't expect her to change just because it's gross. In Norway. Different cultures. His words. Edit 2. She is actually a nice woman. Which is why I was so surprised why she was mad. If anyone thinks she's spoiled, she isn't. If all you did was ask her to chew with her mouth closed, there's no scenario where you could possibly be in the wrong. People ask other people for things all the time. So as long as you weren't judgmental about it, there's no problem. IDK where people are getting your rudeness from at all because you don't even sound rude describing it here. There is no universe in which storming off at a question like that is acceptable in any way either. Not the asshole. Pretty rich of him telling you to shut your mouth when she won't shut her mouth. My father just came and said that she was taught to eat that way. So it isn't medical. Nor can it really change because she's 50. 50-year-olds not being able to learn new things or change their habits is news to me, not the asshole. I know plenty of people from China, Hong Kong and the mainland. None of them chew with their mouths open. This is not a cultural thing, it's a bad manners thing. If she cares about not appearing crass and ill-mannered, she'll learn to keep her mouth closed while chewing. It isn't that hard to do. Not the asshole. If someone is eating with their mouth open, I wouldn't be able to eat with them. It's gross and I have a sensitivity to eating noises. As an Asian Filipino in particular. Lots of fellow Asians I know chew with their mouths open. Obviously not all Asians do, but she could feel attacked because it's seen as normal in most places. Not the asshole, and I have no idea why anyone is calling you an R for asking someone to chew with their mouth closed. This woman's reaction is completely unhinged. You made a simple request and she threw a tantrum like a child. You didn't yell at her to stop. You didn't shame her. You just asked her to chew with her mouth closed. My grandparents were from China and they smacked me if I chew loudly or with my mouth wide open. Not the asshole. I have misophonia and someone chewing with their mouth open makes me want to literally kill them. It's also disgusting. I don't want to see the food in their mouths. She's old enough to know that she needs to chew with her mouth closed. It's bad manners. Annoying and gross. Not the asshole. As someone with misophonia, the sound of chewing really sets me off. You should not have to deal with something that makes you uncomfortable. That being said, tell your dad that so long as you're uncomfortable, you'd like to not hang around them, as it'll just make things worse. Yes. Culturally there are some norms that are considered polite, but obviously this makes you uncomfortable. So you should not have to be subjected to being around those triggers. Not the asshole, but after reading the comments on different cultures, maybe we all are tar cold sweat smile melting face. Not the asshole. It's gross bad manners. It's also the sole reason I stopped watching Man v. Food. Casey talks with his mouth full. Disgusting to watch. Not sure. I think you should have told her privately instead of embarrassing her in front of other people. Not the asshole. Honestly, I'm not sure what else you can really do in this situation. I understand that eating with your mouth open is part of Chinese culture depending on the area. But she's not in China. If you were in her country and her home and had said this, then it'd be extremely rude. But you're not. She's in your country, with different cultures and social standards. And she's in your home. And from my knowledge, you requested she stop in a respectful manner. Her reaction was over the top, and I don't understand the people demanding for you to apologize when I don't see what you did wrong. I have misophonia. I literally could not handle it. I don't think there is anything wrong with asking someone to chew with their mouth closed. It wasn't in public or was in your home, so not disrespectful. Maybe don't eat with them. I couldn't. Nah. It really is a cultural thing. I'm from a North American city with a very high percentage of the population of people from Asia. As disgusting as I think it is, a lot of people here chew wide-mouthed, jaw gaping, slurping, smacking their whole way through meals. It's just something you have to get used to. You're not a jerk for asking her to change. But she doesn't have to, and she's not a jerk for not wanting to. Hard one. In Chinese culture this is not unusual. I can't be around open chewing. So I don't know I would cope with this. Not the asshole. It's horrible to listen to and bad manners. I have a feeling the direct Norwegian delivery added to the outcome. Not the asshole. Everyone whining about culture. It was a simple request. There will be more such requests in the future. Should OP never communicate something bothering them in case it's culturally sensitive? You're all responding like he slapped her in the face for growing up somewhere else. Not the asshole. She could learn. Not the asshole, but next time assert dominance and do the same thing while coughing and staring into her soul. Not the asshole. My father said that she had eaten that way her whole life. And that I should shut my mouth if GF kept her mouth shut. They wouldn't even be having this conversation. It's considered gross in other places besides Norway, by the way. Not the asshole. Maybe it's accepted where she comes from. But she's not there anymore. If she can accept other cultural norms where she is now, she can accept this one. You're not asking her to suck your dick. You're just asking her to chew food with her mouth closed because she's not a fucking toddler anymore. 50 years old is not too old to learn better manners. Not the asshole. And yes, TF, you can ask her to change. No way in hell would I have someone chewing like that and not lose my appetite every time she does it. Tell her to stop. She probably got mad because she gets called out on it because it's gross AF. Not the asshole.